Well, welcome back to the mess I've got going on here. I'll swing it around here in a minute and show you a little bit what I've got going on here. My poor truck's falling apart, and before anybody, you can comment all you want, just buy a new truck and all that. It's not feasible for me to do right now. So I'm just going to fix what I've got. I've got some money laying around from where I sold my 55 to do this. And the truck's too good to scrap or to get rid of. It is rusting to the ground, but we're going to go ahead and fix it anyways. Show you what we got here. Here's the back of it, which I already knew that all this was gone. I mean, you can see right here where it was all gone. The tubes of the back, all this that's common. But right back here, that cross member is non-existent. This right here, which I've already started taking this apart. I was waiting on a phone call this morning, so I couldn't record anything because I was waiting on the phone call. But I've already started taking a lot of stuff apart. That's what I was trying to say. This whole frame section is compromised. This one over here it's not as bad, but it's getting there. So let's see, up there a little bit more, you can see where all the dirt's been setting in it. And I put a jack up underneath the rail to try to jack it up. And this part of the frame rail started to go upwards. So it's pretty bad. So what I'm going to do, I tried to find me a frame this morning and I can't find one that's not all rusted out. So I'm going to cut this sucker right here and I'm going to build the whole back section of this frame. Actually, good buddy Corey Wheat, Corey Wheat Customs. If you haven't watched his channel, you need to. He does some cool stuff. He's he's trying to get a hold of his metal guy to see if he's got some metal. So I'm going to build a 2x6 box tubing frame for this truck. Here's a piece here, but it's not near long enough. I mean, I need 24 foot, I think is what I measured. This is just a piece I got from my local machine shop. It's all that he had because I was only going to replace just this section, so I didn't need that much. But I do now. So, but I'm going to put this phone down and record. I'm going to go ahead and finish getting the rear axle out of it, get the brake lines off, shocks off, exhaust off, drive shaft. I'm going to go ahead and cut the frame out of it. So, stay tuned. Yeah, oodles of fun now. I ain't gonna mess with it. Save it. Shoo! To say things have escalated is an understatement. Get this up. Actually, I guess I gotta get the axle out from underneath of it too. Well, I don't know yet. This is what I want to see first. If my thought is going to be right, I'm doing this. If I can slide some of this tubing up inside this frame rail. Golly, this stuff's heavy. There it is. That's my plan. Slide that sucker up in there till it stops. Weld it in and start building. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Beautiful. It's got some room to wiggle so I can get it straight. Yes, good deal. That's a praise the Lord moment right there. Power section of the frame stripped, and I'm going to cut some pieces off of it that I'm going to have to need. That didn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to need whenever I build this frame. So I'm going to get this one stripped down, get everything off of it, get the axle out from underneath of it, get all my locating points, and I'm still waiting on parts. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get my parts, but I need my truck as soon as possible. But I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff stripped off and just see where we're at from there. Alright, now let's get this sucker on jack stands, I reckon. Actually, it needs to be flipped up. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to attempt, here's my plan. I don't know if any of it's going to work, but we're going to try it and see. I'm going to try to cut this frame all around all this structure as soon as I get that off. Just cut the outer edge of this frame off right here and save my cab mount, my leaf spring pocket, and my bed mount, just because it's a good, this I can bolt right back up to the cab, and then I can locate everything. So I'm hoping it'll work. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to get my plasma cutter out and see if I can't just cut some of this apart. But I don't know, I may try to make a template first or do that first, I'm not sure. But we're going to figure something out here. I went and got my steel the other night. Got 26 foot 2x6 box tubing. But I also have a 7-foot section that I'm going to experiment on to see if I can get this shape. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'd like to just cut some pieces and make it work, but I don't know if I can do it like that. We will see. What I'm going to attempt to do is make me a pattern of the shape of the frame out of this, and I got me some little deals I can put in here for pivot points and try to pivot everything to see if I can't see if I can do it like this. I don't know if I can, so we'll find out here in a minute and see as soon as I find some scissors. Okay. This is going to be one of those sit and stare at for a minute. That's why I'm doing it tonight. So I come back Saturday morning, tomorrow, and try to make one. Let's come over here, see what I can't get figured out. Sit you over here. Okay. Let's do arts and crafts time. Got these little things here that when you stick them in, they spread out on the back side, and you can use, I'm going to use it as a pivot point, which you do in a lot of craft stuff too. You do that if you're making a little person with the arms and stuff like that. So we're going to try it on here. Poke it through. Then that can be our pivot point, which on one end it's going to be on, this one's going to be on that end, so this one will be at the top. Okay, let's see what happens now. We'll try this one right here. This straight as possible. This one. All right, I'm going to experiment here and just see what these templates look like on this piece of metal. For some reason this ain't just looking right to me, but when you're taking square material and trying to curve it, it's not going to look right. So I'm just going to see what I can get done here. All right, let's see what happens with this. Or not. That's where a torch would be nice. I'll have to fix mine tomorrow so I can use it. All right. That looks like a pretty extreme angle. I don't think my magnets will hold it now. Let's see, this end goes here. I think that angle is way off. Way off. Way off. That's why you do a trial run. Because when you screw it up, you know what not to do next time. I thought it looked like it was cutting out a lot. That's why I like building stuff from scratch. You don't have to go, you don't have to match nothing. Dang it, I gotta do something with that. Well, so far it's looking good. I think that'll work if I can just figure out my angles. I think that'll work fine. We just do need to do half the angles. It's going to hang a little lower here. Man, that's not looking too bad. It's going to be lower here. I don't see a lick of problems with. Or we can go this way and straighten that up. Well, here, while I drop stuff, I can got hands free. Move everybody, show you what I'm up to. I cut it wrong, as you can tell. So, but this gives me movement so I can see where I'm at. And then I'll just go off of it somehow. And figure it out. It looks kind of close. Okay, that looks good. All right, well, here's what I got so far. I got it all pieced up here. It's looking really good right in here. This bend I'm okay with, but when it gets here, I don't like how high it is here, and it's just a little low here, but when it gets to here, I just don't like how that big hump in there, and this right here too, which I'm going from rectangle to round. It was rounded. Now I'm trying to make a rectangle go round or curve like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. And the back of the frame is like 2x5. It is an inch smaller, but I'm going to run 2x6 all the way out the back and just figure out something else. But it's laying really good on top. I really like how flat it is, even it is. This would work. I just find my angle and cut my pieces out of my big piece here that goes almost over half the length of my shop. But I don't know. I'm halfway tempted to take this piece and cut it off after I figure out what this is, because I want to figure that out first. And then take this piece and pie cut it. Just cut a whole bunch of pieces out. Just cut a whole bunch of, maybe a 1/4 inch piece at a time all the way down through here, and then bend it to see if I can get this shape. I don't know if that would work, but I think I may try it just to keep kind of the sweeping look. It'd be a lot of welding though. Man, I don't want to do that much. I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that and figure out what I'm going to do there. But if nothing else, this is a very good start. It's not on there straight because I still got that tube in there. And the frame does kick in a little bit back there. I think I'm just going to run it straight. I'm going to run into an issue with my leaf spring hanger back there. But I'm building everything else. I can build other stuff. So, but with that, I mean, that's a very minor curve. I can just pie cut each side and bend it, and I think I can get that curve easily. But this is leaps and bounds better than what it was. But still got to do something. Oh, and I'll show you what else I'm thinking here. I'll put you back in the stand. And we can just weld this section to this part of the frame. But I think what I'm going to do is leave the other side intact and do something like this to get it close, and then cut the back of the frame off and just weld this to this, or something to that extent. I'm not sure yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but it'd be something similar to that. I don't know if I get that clean enough. I would weld that on, but that's a lot of grinding to get that cleaned up. And it's still a rusty piece of metal. Nah, I may not do that. I'll figure something out though. But that gives me an idea of what all I'm going to have, what I need, and what I need to do. Hey, that don't look bad right there. I don't know yet. We'll figure something out there. We'll get it built first. Get this piece built and go from there. Alright, well, that's probably going to be it for tonight.